the event of an avalanche accident on a ski tour or when freeriding, the first priority is always to rescue your companions with the aid of an avalanche transceiver, shovel, and probe. Carrying these 3 items of equipment is the only way to ensure that buried persons can be rescued within the vital 15 minutes. One of the most important details in the rescue effort is to send the emergency call to alert the organized rescue services. Therefore, you should save the current emergency numbers in your cell phone before you set off. The emergency number 112 is the most important one. If the emergency call is received at the government headquarters, all important measures can be initiated from there.
After the emergency call has been made, it is very, very important that the caller can be contacted by the emergency services. This means everyone should carry their phone with them and keep it turned on.
Especially in ski resorts, rescuers often have very short distances to cover and can arrive very quickly at the scene of an accident to provide crucial assistance. Rescuers usually arrive on foot, on skis, on ski-doos or quads, or ideally by helicopter.
Once the emergency call has been made and the mountain rescue team is on its way to the scene of the accident by helicopter, the caller must, of course, also take certain factors into consideration. Is there enough space for the helicopter to land? A level surface with a radius of about 25 meters should be available.
One person must direct the helicopter, which means standing or kneeling at the prepared landing site and waiting until the helicopter has landed. The important thing here is not to move. With the snow piling up, the person directing the helicopter is often the last reference point the pilot has on the approach to land. The rescue operation is coordinated by the mountain rescue team leader, systematically searching and marking the avalanche. In addition to searching with the avalanche transceiver, the mountain rescue team also uses RECCO detectors and avalanche search dogs and ultimately slalom probing. These 4 search methods are done either individually or, if necessary, simultaneously.
An avalanche transceiver. It is important to keep an eye on the surface so that you can see where items of equipment are lying on the snow or where parts of the buried person's body are sticking out of the snow. This would be the best case scenario for us, obviously, because then we can locate the buried person immediately.
We start searching with the RECCO detector if we haven't detected a signal with the avalanche transceiver. The detector emits a search beam that is reflected by reflectors built into clothing and equipment. This allows us to locate people very precisely. With a practical reach of 20 meters, the avalanche deposit zone is searched in a similar way to the avalanche transceiver search. Search dogs are also part of every avalanche operation, because if an electronic search has been unsuccessful, they are the last resort when it comes to finding buried people without the need for time-consuming probing. It is also important for search dogs not to be disturbed or distracted during the search. Slalom probing is the last mechanical search method at the avalanche deposit zone. Coordinated by the team leader, the rescuers walk along in a line step by step. The rescuers then insert the probe after each step. Under the coordination of the team leader, the rescuers each take a step forward. On the command probe, they insert their probes. Slalom probing takes a great deal of time and human resources, and is only used when other methods have been unsuccessful. If a buried person is located by means of an avalanche transceiver or RECCO, the exact position must be determined using a probe. Then the person is dug out systematically. Depending on how many shovelers are available, the shovel area is divided into sections and dug either in teams or alone. The injured person will be evacuated by helicopter or on a rescue toboggan, depending on the options available. Great care must be taken here, especially if the person is very severely hypothermic. In such cases, the person must not move or be moved roughly by the rescuers. Otherwise, cold blood reaches the heart too quickly and can cause what is known as after-drop death. If evacuation by helicopter is not possible, a rescue toboggan is the method of choice. Care must be taken to ensure that the evacuation is very gentle and controlled.